Hey, so I was gonna do a quick reading today, but I decided that earlier when I had a breakthrough on my project, and then I got to take a break, and then I jumped in the lake, and then I felt so nice and reset and relaxed, and then I came back in, and then I started working on my project again, and then although that breakthrough was lovely, now I'm on to the next thing, which is also a hassle. So, sometimes it just goes like that because everything that I'm doing on my project is requiring me to learn new things. And sometimes it's really great to learn new things. And other times, anyway, good foundational work that I've been doing. Let's do a reading, which the point of saying all that was basically to say, I certainly was more in the mood to do it before I went back to my project, and now my project has kind of left me a little bit drained, which wasn't happening for a long time. I was totally couldn't even run out of energy for it. And I actually probably could keep going, so it's not that I run out of energy for it, but my body is just no, we need rest. Rest, please. Rest, please. I'm uncomfortable with my glasses, and I'm just but I think I can do a quick reading after I complained about it so much. It'll be a real pleasant quick reading, right? Let's see though, there's something here that I've got to pass along, so let's see what it is. Known influence, Aries. Aries energy is the pioneer, also the fool. Will go where others won't go, say what others won't say. Nothing stopping the Aries energy. Aries energy can be really stubborn and determined to complete its tasks. Hidden influence, Isis. Isis it's like a healer energy. It's the energy of Isis, says putting things back together, retrieving lost pieces. And then we have needs balance, Fama, which I believe has to do with reputation, but I want to look it up because I was just associating it with fame. But one day I put it in as mythology, Fama, to see what the meaning was, and it says personification of fame and rumor. She is depicted as a goddess who spreads news and gossip, with her favor bringing renown and her wrath resulting in scandalous rumors. So it's somebody whose voice has a lot of weight to it, you know? It's the embodiment of both positive and negative forms of public discourse, encompassing both fame and scandal. Okay, so let me put this in the context of the reading then. Needs balance. So, okay. Whatever you're talking about needs balance. That means, are you putting your biases in? Are you judging something unfairly? Are you discussing someone's business that isn't your business to discuss? And then the pressure is from Themis. And that is justice, divine order, associated with prophecy and depicted with the scales and a sword. Yeah, there's a pressure to bring things into balance. And it's about who you're talking about, whether you're talking shit or talking somebody's praises. So this could be either thing, okay? You know when you have people who get really, like, obsessed with celebrities and to the point where they just forget that they're actually just human beings, you know? So they kind of put them on a pedestal. You could be putting somebody on a pedestal and not giving them credit for just being a human being, like singing their praises, things that they could never live up to. Now, the thing about putting people on a pedestal is they will have to knock themselves off. So you will be disappointed. Your expectations will be let down. And that might be the lesson that you need to learn. But I'm just saying that's what happens when we do it. So that's why we don't do it. And then the other side of this is if you're bad-mouthing somebody, like that is definitely going to come back on you. Because the universe is seeking balance at this time. So be careful what you're saying to other people. And you might just think you're doing it out of some innocent thing. Like, it might be an actual immaturity in you that is causing you to do what you're doing. But I feel like you feel very justified. Okay, what else? Relief, Atlantis. Well, if you look at Atlantis in terms of relief, Atlantis taught us that we shouldn't let our egos and our pride run away with us. We shouldn't try to play God. We shouldn't think that we're above humanity or laws of the universe, or we shouldn't think that we get to play others like pawns or nature. We should sort of check ourselves, especially if what we're gossiping about is done for the purpose of creating something that's not fair, either taking someone down or putting ourselves up. I think it's pretty easy to fall into your patterns of gossiping, if that's what you're doing, or of idealizing people, if that's what you're doing, because you're being tantalized. Let's look up at the astrology mythology of Tantalus. A king punished in the underworld for offending the gods. His crimes, oh wow. His crimes included revealing secrets, sharing divine secrets with mortals, tricking the gods, serving his son Pelops to the gods to test their observation, and stealing divine food, giving nectar and ambrosia to mortals. Wow, you could even be doing something like that, drugging someone. Ooh. His punishment was to stand in a pool of water beneath fruit-laden branches, but the water would recede when he tried to drink, and the wind would blow the fruit away when he reached for it. Some say a rock also hung over his head, threatening to fall. Wow. For attempting to serve his own son at a feast with the gods, he was punished by Zeus to forever go thirsty and hungry in Hades, despite being stood in a pool of water near a tree of fruit. Wow. Okay. So, um, let's look back at that first one. Revealing secrets, sharing divine secrets with mortals. It's like, careful what you say, careful what you wish, careful what you say. Um, no, normally I wouldn't really advise to be careful, so don't take this as advice, This is just something, information to reflect on. You know how you feel when I say these things, right? So how you feel about it is the most important thing, right? Because we're having an experience that is reflective of what's on the inside of us. So how you feel in response to what I say means more than anything I'm saying. And it's also the reason why I don't usually warn people of being careful, and why I tried to change my language from like warning the toddlers in my life to of being careful, because if you're like in the vibration of needing to be careful, then you're in the vibration of needing to be careful, meaning you'll face a lot of things that would cause you to take care, and that could be more work, like usually when you're in a dangerous situation or something's precarious, that's when you're warned to be careful. And it's like, why would you perpetuate that experience for yourself unless that's what you were trying to learn? But this is saying that at least become aware of the potential consequences to what you're doing, because what you're doing will require balancing out, and the universe will do it. I want to kind of pull up the Isis one as well, because I just want to see like what stands out to me as relevance for this as the hidden benefit. Isis mythology. A powerful goddess associated with magic, motherhood, healing, and rebirth. Known for her devotion to her husband. Triumph over adversity, making her one of the most enduring and popular deities in ancient Egyptian religion. Okay. Okay, I got something here. Something that it's like you feel like you just shared a little part of it, so it couldn't actually get back or bite you in the ass or something. But there's someone putting together the pieces based on something that you've shared. And I'm going to search it in terms of astrology. The ability to synthesize disparate elements. Oh. Someone sees through what you're doing. Healing, resilience, reflecting her role as powerful goddess. Yeah, someone sees through this anyway. Mm-hmm. There's someone there that will bring this into harmony, will facilitate balance, and That might look like it coming back around, right? Or just the truth coming out, or you being humiliated, like for for the truth, when the truth comes out about what you've been doing or something. I don't know exactly, we could ask that, but basically there's like justice being put in a situation and you don't even see from where because it's hidden, and you might feel just like you're stomping around like the fool and everything's okay, but like it's like take more care in where you're stomping and like what you're saying and what you're doing and how you're acting. And if it's that you're just putting someone on a pedestal, like allow them to not be on a pedestal, and like, you know, understand that we are, it's more like a community of unity instead of like a hierarchy. Look at how Tantalus was punished by his indiscrepancies. I'm not saying that you're definitely going to be punished. I'm just saying, like, the universe naturally seeks balance. So remember that when you put forth investment and energy towards something, whatever it is will come back to you. All right, that's the message. Good night.